Moo! Moo!
So as it turns out, I wasn't recording before. Right now, I am working on getting the fan shroud off, just so I can get down in here. There's a tool that I have, this thing right here. Somehow that clicks down, goes into there, and holds that pulley, so I can get on that big old nut down there with this thing and get the fan clutch off. So I just took the belt off. If you've never done a belt on a 6.0, it's pretty easy. Pretty much all you gotta do is pull on this right here. It pulls this pulley up, and there's a little kickstand down here that you just click into place. It clicks into a little indent, and it holds the idler or the tensioner pulley up. So you don't even need tools to take the belt off. Probably the easiest thing to do on a 6.0. Okay. Alright, now I got some, looks like 10 millimeters here. Yep. I feel like this is overkill, but okay. Alright, so there's the water pump. Right there. So I think I'm gonna wait to put the new one on. I still want to take out the intercooler and see if there's any oil in it. The turbo and stuff used to get all kinds of oil up in the tubes and all that. But now the CCV seems to be keeping all that at bay. So I want to pull the intercooler out while I'm here. Man, there's so much room in here once you get that out of there. Fan out of there. Holy crap. Alright, so now that I got the fan shroud and the fan, all that stuff off, I'm going to go ahead and take the CCV off. I got to get this AC line out. It's leaking. So it's leaking so bad, it's empty now. So it goes way down, hits the AC compressor. So I'm going to go ahead and take out the boost tube. I'm going to take this out of there, get that out of the way. Go ahead and take the batteries out too, since I got to undo the starter. So I was going to half-ass it and just wrap this up so this didn't make contact with anything, and leave the other battery there so I don't lose all my settings and stuff on the radio, but screw it. I'm just going to go ahead and take it all out. If you've ever worked on a 6.0, this tube here is probably the worst. It's hard to get this in here because this is an angle, it doesn't go straight in. And at the top is that goofy one that kind of can go any orientation, and it's not fun. Not fun at all. This side's not too bad because it kind of goes straight in. Same thing with this, straight in. That thing just... So looking in here, and there's not really a whole lot. That would be the outfeed that would go to the turbo. So I'm looking at it, doesn't seem too bad in there. It seems kind of dry. So that's the side that's going to go to the intake. So I'm just going to let it sit here for a while, see if anything comes out of here. I'm going to go ahead and wiggle this tube off. This is the AC line that's leaking. It's leaking down here. See some green slime there. I'll tell you right now, this ain't gonna be much fun. So, bolt that I need is on top of this line here, because these lines are one. They go down to the AC compressor, and there's like a bulkhead down there. So you can't just replace just this line. It's both of these. Man, it's on the exhaust manifold. This is not going to be fun. Now this thing's already been, it was leaking before, so there's no stuff in there. Well, that's great. I can get it on here, but I don't have enough leverage. So to get the to get the AC compressor out, the Ford manual, the official Ford documentation on this says to take this liner out. I've never tried it, so this will be a first. But if it makes my life a little easier, because the thing is like right there, I might be able to get a swivel on that. Maybe I'll try that first. So trying to get in there at the swivel didn't work too well. You can get in there, but you can't get enough angle on it to do what you got to do. So I'm just going to take this fender liner out. Alright, so it looks like the 1/4 inch drive, I was able to get in there and get her out. So this wasn't a total waste because it kind of, I guess, moved everything around. Give me a little more access in there. So that's good. Looks like there was some residual in there, huh? have success. So, should just have to undo this one here and wiggle this guy out of here. I got a slow leak, oil leak somewhere, so also I got to try to get this off too. Now that I got room here, that's the toilet paper filter they call it for the transmission. So transmission's about done anyway. That's why I wasn't really worried about it, but since I got the open room, might as well try to get that thing off of there. This is why I took that off. I mean, it's 2 bolts, comes right off. And here's that kickstand that I mentioned before. When you take the belt off, so you just pull really hard on the belt and just stick that right up in that little notch right there, and that's it. And then it's spring loaded, so once you get your belt back on, you just yank on the belt right quick, and that thing springs out and she's done. So the crank sensor is actually way back in there. Alright, so what we learned today, if you're doing a 6.0 AC compressor, take this one out first, 13mm right here.
Kind to say, let's leave your axe until I get into the bunker. Thank you so much, buddy. I will do so. Anybody who wants their axe built in the bunker, if you want, you can, wait until we get this. But there's some folks that want their axes, so we need to keep plowing forward. So, what I done, Bear Claw's daughter's coming. Her name's Brina. She's coming with her boyfriend, and they're actually in the business of construction, renovations. They're going to come, and they're going to get the inside of the bunker sided for me.
So, just as I thought. Alright, so just as I thought. Remember, I've been having oil leak issues where it hits the driveway after sitting a while. So you see this plug right here, that's plugged in right there. That's your crank position sensor, and you can see it is wetter than all get out. So I'm glad I did this. Now, from what I understand, if you're doing it without removing the AC compressor, I guess the way that this has to come in, it's very easy to break this off into the block. Of course, the sun goes away when I'm doing this, and I cannot see what I am doing down here. Just because of the horror stories I've heard about these breaking, I don't know if I really want to pry on this. Alright, so I think I'm going to call it quits today. I'm getting frustrated. I can't get that out. I don't want to break it. Plus, I can't see what I'm doing because we got a storm rolling in and the sun went away. So, I'm just done. So I'll pick this up tomorrow. Hopefully a better look. Decided to try once more after spraying some penetration oil in there, and she slid right out, so thank God. So I'm going to go ahead and stick the new one in there. So this is what I coat all my O-rings with. We use it for work. It's called Moly Coat 33 Medium, and it's super slick stuff. Makes all this rubber stuff slide in very nice. We use it for plastic gears and such, and it works very well. Alright, so it's getting dark and cloudy, so I'm just going to button this up and then I'm done.